Hello everyone, Soul8 here, and welcome to our next episode of our Final Fantasy VII playthrough on the PS4, going for that Platinum Trophy. Last episode, we finally got to meet Eris, officially for the first time, got to name her and everything, and she pretty much led you to the wall market, which is where we are now. Not a lot happened in between, but we did highlight some decent grinding spots, and showed where we can buy some new equipment. So now here we are trying to figure out our way into Don Corneo's mansion. Alright, so essentially in this episode we are trying to sneak into the mansion with Cloud. So, if you haven't figured it out by now, we are going to have to dress him up as a woman to go ahead and get that through. Dress and everything, so there's a lot of variation on what you can get, but depending on what you wear and all the key items that you have, you can actually get chosen, which, if you're going for a perfect playthrough with all the best key items, ideally that's what you would want to do. You can also have an option for an affinity boost with Barret as well during the dialogue, so that's what we are going for. So we want something that is soft and that shimmers. That'll give us the silk dress, which is the best option for the dress. Alright, and you have to win this challenge. Either way, you're going to get a wig. You get a better wig if you win. So, There's a tutorial for it though, so you can go ahead and use that if you've never done this before. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. Just hit the buttons, same 3 buttons in the exact same combination every single time, and you are good to go. You can see it's really simple. As long as you don't screw up like that, like the other guy just did right then, it's pretty much a shoe-in as long as you're just staying with a continuous motion. You don't need to rush it. And it doesn't matter how many you win by as long as you win. Alright, so at this point you could go ahead and just go straight and complete it, but we're going to pick up some additional key items on the way. It does not matter which one you pick here, you can pick any of them. I just picked the sushi plate, just because I like sushi. Now what this does is gives you a coupon for the pharmacy to trade in for another key item. And you're going to want to pick up the digestive, because that'll help you get perfume. Let's head on back to the bar, where pretty obvious that would be a good choice to use it. Go ahead and run to the back of the bar where the guy's waiting to use the bathroom. There you go, your sexy cologne. So there are 2 more key items to get, plus you can get your makeup done. Totally forgot about getting the makeup done as I did this, so we're not doing that, but we're going to go get the tiara as well as the underwear. Which they both have the same stats between the lingerie and the bikini bottoms. So it doesn't matter which one you go with. I'm gonna buy the one for 200. We're gonna head back and give the item to the guy in the materia shop. Alright, we got our tiara. Now let's get the underwear. So make sure to talk to this guy because this guy will give you the member's card. You cannot get into this area without it. So there's a couple different rooms you can choose from, and you can actually look into the keyholes to get some additional dialogue options. And we'll go over a couple of them, but not all of them. So if you go up through that center one, that's where you can get your makeup done. And if you look really carefully, you see the guy hopping around. It's a little sneak peek of another character to come. We are going for the bikini bottom, so go into the group room if you want to get those. All the expletives is for the lingerie. I do not think Cloud was expecting this when he went into this room. now we got our bikini briefs. So we are all set to go. We have essentially all the best key items in the game. For this area at least. So let's go ahead and get changed and head on up to Dawn's mansion. So nothing worth seeing here. I just ended up having to skip it because my game crashed halfway through this recording. But essentially, Iris picked out a dress that she really liked, and everybody thought she looked amazing. Find Tifa down to the left. Make sure to pick up that ether as soon as you can. Right now, Tifa and Eris are officially introduced. Let's go get picked for our date. Date with the Dawn, that is. So it all depends on which items you got. It will depend on which person gets chosen. If you don't get chosen, then you'll have another opportunity to actually fight a little mini boss and some random enemies. Make sure to pick up that hyper there. Saying I don't care will actually lead you into the other dialogue option where you can actually mention Barrett, and that'll actually give you 5 affinity points with him instead. I did not get that option, but we shouldn't be running into any affinity points issues with him by the time it matters. Also, there's a tent in the area where you can fight the mini-boss, but we can come back to this area later and pick that item up. So you don't need to worry about missing it. And if you don't get this section, you can also come back and get this hyper as well. It doesn't matter which option you pick there, it's all the same. But that is going to do it for this episode of our Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Leave any feedback down below. I like to see it all. So thank you everyone and have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.